in my heart, I still knew I wanted to compete because, I don't know, that fire is always there.
Yeah.
And when I wasn't competing, I just felt, I don't know, like depressed maybe?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I'm not doing anything like fulfilling with my life. And it's tough, you know? I don't know what's gonna happen when I retire. I'm just kind of dreading that day.
All right, man. 4-game skid over. It was Immortals, but a win's a win.
Yeah, we'll take those.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, is it live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey.
This is how I do it.
Okay.
It keeps you comfortable. We just go
yeah,
straight into
sure.
it.
Yeah, not the cleanest stuff, especially against like one of the worst teams. So
Yeah.
we'll take what we can get.
Yeah.
Right.
In that 4-game skid, Ruby came in, Ruby back out. A lot of fans are going to be like, 1 for 1. Was it just a Ruby swap thing, or I guess a more fair question is, how else did it affect the rest of the team?
I don't think the mid change really changed the team that much. It was more of just like, I felt like we were just in a slump that week, and it was really hard for us to get on the same page. So it's just like, yeah, it was just not our week.
When I mean, you've been playing for a while, you've had lots of success, and you've had dips in the past. How do you decide this isn't our week, we let it go, or this is something we need to tackle and, you know, deal with head on?
I mean, you definitely can't ignore those weeks. There's definitely faults and problems we have to deal with, right? And you just have to identify those and keep working on it, and, you know, hopefully success will come later.
Yeah. This is such a unique composition of team, you know, with the vets, with the imports, with Insanity being new but not new. Like, when you think of the ragtag group here, what is the strength of TSM?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean,
like, Chime is your most rookie player, right?
Yeah, I guess we have a lot of experience, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any too young players.
Right.
You know, David and JP have been playing for a long time. Boogie has been also playing for a long time. So none of us are too young. So we've had a lot of experience, and I mean, I think that's a factor to us being like pretty decent. But yeah, our strength, I don't know. I don't feel like we've really found our team color just yet. We've kind of just been playing what we think is meta and stuff like that. And I think further down the line, we'll eventually start to develop more of a core strength and something we can play around. But right now, I feel like just another team, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. With, again, kind of going career-wise, you know, being on Golden Guardians, being on Academy for a while, how have you changed from, let's say, the Golden Guardians years? Like, or has it been just a confidence thing, adjusting to a meta that was different? What has changed about you as a player in that time that allows you to come back and be, you know, one of the best tops in North America?
I mean, I think after that Golden Guardians year, I should have been on a team. Mm-hmm. And it was a bit unfortunate that I wasn't able to get picked up. So, you know, I played in Academy for a little bit, but I don't feel like it was mainly a performance thing. But, you know, what happened, and I kind of had to shift my mindset to be like, okay, is like playing league what I want to do? And if it is, like, how am I going to get back into the LCS? And like these kind of things are going through my head. So,
sure.
Yeah, it was just a lot to take in, a lot to go through, and I felt like it was more like a huge like retrospective or introspective time of my life where I just had to like feel like what should I do? You know, like if I'm going to play in LCS again, what can I bring to the team, and you know, what can I do to help us win?
Yeah.
Right. So after those years, like in Academy, I was obviously a veteran, and I think playing in Academy helped me develop more leadership skills. Mm. That kind of shows in our current team, where, you know, I kind of lead the group in how we like decision making and shot calling, right?
Yeah.
So that's been a huge improvement for me, and then the rest is the same, honestly, just like adapting to the meta, playing the best champs, and, you know, playing well. Yeah.
I asked Turtle this, so hopefully, you know, this isn't too touchy, but like, during those times, you know, doubts kind of creep in or whatever, was there thoughts that maybe this is it, maybe time to transition into something else, or was there always like, no, this is what I want to do, and, you know, I'll go into a lower tier competition, dumpster everyone to prove it?
Yeah, I was like, okay, what's my second job then? What should I do next? You know, that's what I thought about. And I was like, okay, maybe being a pilot would be cool. You make a lot of money, you get good benefits, and it's a cool job, right?
Yeah.
So I was definitely thinking about that, but in my heart, I still knew I wanted to compete because I don't know, that fire is always there.
Yeah.
And when I wasn't competing, I just felt, I don't know, like depressed maybe.
Yeah.
Where it's just like I'm not doing anything like fulfilling with my life, and it's tough, you know. I don't know what's gonna happen when I retire. I'm just kind of dreading that day because I just don't know what I'm gonna do. But I found some new hobbies like playing guitar, and I'm learning like how to drive, and eventually I want to like race. So like maybe those things will help take the edge off. But yeah, right now I want to compete, and I want to compete as long as possible. If I can't, then yeah, I'll just have to move on.
Yeah, and you're not alone in that. I think about this shit all the time. I'm like, all right, if Esports blows up, where am I going? Like, what are we doing? Like,
exactly.
There's all these kids graduating from sports broadcast journalism school that are taking all the spots. So you're not alone in that, and I didn't want to feel like I was setting you up. But those are the types of questions when, you know, you are a veteran, when you have been in the space a little while, you are a leader in the space, and you know that comfort of not doing it is there. So it was interesting to hear, like, you felt bad when you weren't playing. You felt bad when you weren't competing, and it drove you enough to find ways to get back to the top here. Let's move back on into this season. It's been a little rocky. Obviously, the roster change there has been an issue. How do you guys get back on track?
Just keep doing what we're doing right now. I feel like we're on a good track to improving, and we've had like a lot of like arguments back and forth within the team, and I think we need to have more of those because I think that helps facilitate growth within the team a lot. And that, even though that was like kind of why we had a bad performance in last week, it's going to lead to better results in the future. So maybe next time we can have like arguments, but you know, not put like shit on stage. That'll be better. You know, still improve, but. Yeah, I feel like we've got a good trajectory right now, even though we don't have like the toughest week this week. We want to take every win we can and hopefully just make playoffs and perform there. Yeah,
confidence. All right, I'm stealing Raz's question, who stole my question. But you can be a little more PG-13 about it. Tell me a story about a teammate. I'm usually asking like about teammates that aren't playing anymore, and you've got a lot.
Oh.
That way you got a little bit more time. You could expand a little more because, you know, they're not playing against you anymore. But like a good moment, a funny moment.
Just any teammate.
Any teammate.
Shit. Let me think.
You can go back to, was it Gravity? Were you on Gravity?
Oh, Gravity, those times. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can go all the way back. You can go all the way back.
I don't want to think about that much, but
who was on Gravity? Saint? Wasn't Saint on
funny
Gravity?
Memory. Yeah, Saint.
All right, sorry. Now I'm incepting.
I mean, those are good times, honestly.
My editor will put it together however.
What happened back then? It was, dude, it's so long ago.
I know.
Thinking back, it's actually crazy. Like 8 years ago, that was when I was playing for Gravity. I don't know. I guess I can talk about Dennis Svenskeren.
Sure.
So I forgot what the event was, but we were eating at like a Michelin star restaurant, I think Providence.
Okay.
And we were having a dinner with friends, and Dennis just randomly had to like say this story of how back home when he was in Denmark, his dog used to eat his shit, and he was just like everyone at the table was like, why would you bring that up? Like, we're at a Michelin star restaurant, like eating nice fine dining, and then he just brings that shit up. And with the waiter's like over there, like trying not to laugh. Like he listened in, he's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I'm just like, Dennis, you're just so stupid, man. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stories about that guy. Like, that guy's pretty hilarious.
All right, I'll start digging away with, because he's had a lot of teammates too.
Yeah, you better ask him about that. The dog's name is Boris, by the way. So you can be like, yo, Dennis, what happened to Boris?
All right.
Oh, but okay, he's kind of dead, so.
Oh, I can't ask about that then, man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'll ask his former teammates to tell me stories about Dennis, and I'm sure, you know, Boris, rest in peace, will come up.
Yeah.
All right, Hauntzter, thank you very much for visiting me, man. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Esports. And you know, it hasn't always been easy getting my thrills since I'm a one-man band doing everything here. So to get my thrills, I get them from Trolli gummy worms. You know, they want nothing more than for you to bite into their delicious, sour heads and bodies into pieces. Personally, I like the raspberry blueberry flavor. It's really good. You should go ahead and get your own. Check it out. And get the mind-warping, tongue-twisting sour thrills only at Trolli.com.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it, man. For more, keep it locked here on Decon Esports. Oh, man. That's a good one.
Cool, cool.
All right. Yeah, sorry.